Hi, I'm Jenkins. Welcome to week 8 of Reflections. Now, happy Monday, too. I'll explain everything later on in the video, but right now I want to get straight into the highlights for the week. And the highlights, they're more like the lights this week, unfortunately. It indeed has been a tough week, trust me. So, the flag football games. Yesterday, we had two games of flag football. It was a doubleheader, but then we also played an extra half of a game. It was just a scrimmage because one of the teams couldn't pull enough people, so we just kind of helped them out. So 2.5 games of flag football. I had, I don't know, a handful of catches for like 30, 40 yards, and I got targeted deep a few times, but it was just right out of my reach. I just should have kept running full speed, but it's hard, You're trying to look back and find out where the ball is. Yeah, it was tough games, and I'm just ready to move on to next week, which is the first week of playoffs. Next up, about halfway through the week, I fixed up my resume and I applied for a few jobs. Um, the highlight, I'm looking for better work, maybe, just something more interesting. Let's get right into my spreadsheet. So I only made it to the gym once this week. Uh, Obviously, after 2.5 games of football, I was just destroyed yesterday. But yeah, music production, I prioritize that over my remixing because I want to get my song done by the end. I try to get one song done a month. I'm going to, and I didn't dedicate any time for remixing as a result, and this is what I got so far. Piano practice, I did do my 5-minute rule every day, but what do you know? I actually did not feel like playing any longer than 5 minutes most days, but I still got a solid 2 hours in. Better than zero, right? No remixing this week. Screen time, I implemented the 10 hours of screen time rule, and I already abused it. Uh, Saturday was a little bit heavy on the screen time, I gotta say, but it gives me a place to start. I know where I'm coming up short now. I've been doing my charts pretty consistently, so I'm pretty happy about that progress, and I'm on the verge of finding an opportunity to get in the market right now. And I almost hit every day on meditation. You know, there's no excuse not to. It's really just positive all around. But I guess just some days I just get too caught up in my schedule, and I just it's just one thing after the next, and meditation just gets lost in the mix. So, being that I did have 2.5 games of flag football, I feel like that should almost count as a leg day. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break from missing 2 days of the gym. Give myself a six. You know, I went over on screen time, under piano, under on. Yeah, it almost should be a 5.5 really, but let's just round it to a six, so I'm not too hard on myself. So let's talk about my problems and difficulties. The week actually started out really well. Like Monday and Tuesday were solid days, but then Wednesday, the a game that I've been looking forward to coming out for about a year and a half now, was released, and that is the Sons of the Forest. And the Forest, it's the sequel to the Forest, and that was one of my favorite games all year that I played last year. Um, yeah, so I put maybe a couple hours into that or so, and that's probably where my excess screen time came from, really. Then also, after the flag football games, they were tough losses, by the way. We lost both games. One game was pretty close, but the other game was not. I came home and I just was sneezing constantly, blowing my nose every 3 minutes, and it was just, I guess, just allergies. But I've never been attacked by it so hard before in my life, and I was just miserable last night, and it just, even this morning, it's not much better. But yeah, I'm hoping that goes away soon and I'll be back to 100% soon. Also, I want to talk about the lost time that I had with Saturday kind of getting away on me. I had an event scheduled for Saturday that I wanted to go to, but I also was gaming and screen timing long before that even began. So it was kind of unbudgeted time on my part. So that was just a little careless on me, and that's my bad. And then resolutions. What am I gonna do this upcoming week? I really just need a reset. I really just want to put last week behind me and start a new one because I just feel really beat up right now. I'm not 100% still from the flag football game, and I just want a fresh slate to work off of. I think this next week is going to be a lot better, and I also want to say that I'm not here to make excuses in front of a camera. I always do say no compromise at the end of the videos, and I want y'all to know that that does mean not not reducing my standard of quality that I set for myself, and what I do. And I know I haven't been reaching the bar recently this year, so it's just this these series is more about me calibrating myself and zeroing in on getting to an ideal pace for myself and sticking to it. So it's not about being perfect right off the bat. It's about having a bar, having my standards and you know, not accepting anything lower, as acceptable. Like if I don't meet it, that means that means I have to figure it out and try harder, try different things until I find something that works. And I just simply won't quit until that happens. So that's what no compromise means to me. So it's been a tough week, but I think we'll be able to bounce back next week. What I'm hoping for. I think my song will be done. It always comes down to the deadline, doesn't it? But I think I'll have that done Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest, and then I'll be able to focus more on remixing again, and that's always fun. Maybe next month I'll maybe do a remix instead of a regular song release. We'll see. And one more thing too, the dopamine detox did not happen because of the events I had scheduled for this weekend. It was a conflict, so we'll see if I can do that next weekend, but maybe. Until then, no compromise. Let's go.